Kian and JC today.
Okay, hi. Last night I went to the Don't Try This at Home tour date in Columbus. Okay, so basically we drove down there. It was like a 2.5 hour drive.
She really doesn't seem to stay down here. I think it's pretty expensive though.
Is it?
Kian and JC are on fire.
We get there and like we end up just going to like the venue.
That's the freaking bus.
Like the West End was connected to the venue, so we're sitting in the West End because we were not about to sit outside in the sun. We wait there like all day, skip to a few hours. The premium VIP had started. We had deluxe, and so the premium had started, and then we were waiting in the hotel because the venue was connected to the hotel and the meet and greets were in the hotel. So like they had to walk through the lobby, and there was like 7 girls in the lobby. So like they weren't not gonna walk through, and like no one else really knew. So we were all like sitting in there because my friend had told us like, yo, come in here, like they're gonna walk through. So they like walked through and we were like, hi Kian, hi JC. And then there was this guy at the table next to us. He had to be like 40s, 50s, and he's like, so that's who you guys been waiting for all day? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, wait, which ones are they? I'm like, well, Kian is the one in the striped shirt and JC's the one with the curly hair and the tie-dye shirt. He's like, oh, they're cute. And like my heart was like dying. He's like, well, why didn't you go to meet them? I was like, oh, it's because they're going to their meet and greet now and we have tickets, so we're just gonna go get in line now. And so then me and my friend had made friends with girls in the front of the line, so we may or may not have just like cut everyone. We don't really know. We just kind of like got in line for the deluxe, and then so we get in line for the VIP. We check in. Then we wait in line longer than
We're about to meet them.
Awesome!
I did it. Dude, so ugly.
Do it. Awesome, dude.
Literally right there. How do you feel? I swear somebody pulled the fucking trigger. I'm about to have a panic attack. We're so fucking close. And you're just like, holy shit.
We get up to it. I put my present for them in a box, checked in, got my shirt, gave my phone, gave my purse to the guys that were like, they like held the stuff for you. And like, it's my turn, and like, I'm dying. Like, okay. So I went in, and they were like, Kian and JC were having a conversation, and I walk in, and Kian goes to JC like, dude, we should do a tour on a cruise. And I'm like, dude, I second that. Like, do it. And then JC and Kian are around. They're like, hey. And then after that, I like hugged JC, and then I'm like, hi. And he was like, hi. And like, I was wearing my Sublime shirt because like I love them. And JC was like, oh, I like your shirt. I was like, thanks. He's like, I was wearing it yesterday. I was like, I know, you stole my look. He's like, how did you know? I was like, I saw it on Snapchat. And he was like, no, you didn't. And I was like, yeah, I did. He was like, okay. And then I like went over to hug Kian, and he's like, JC has a hole in his pants. You want to test his theory? And I was like, what? And then like Kian hugs me, and like I turn back around, and JC had like stuck his hand like down like the front of his pants, and there was a hole in the crotch of his pants. And he like stuck his finger out of it. I'll like insert a photo. It was really funny. I was like, okay, take a picture now. Stupid rushing. It was so rushed, but like I loved it. And so I was at the meet greet. I asked Kian if like I was like, I met you guys at Amplify, and Kian's like, you went to Australia? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, yeah, I did. Why would I lie about it? He's like, no, you're lying. I'm like, no, I literally lived there for a year. And then he was like about to say something, and then like I'd taken the photos, like, okay, hurry it up. I was like, fuck you. But I asked, like, I was like, for the pose, I had met you guys at Amplify, and I was wondering if we could recreate the pose, because like I accidentally elbowed you in the face, so I was wondering if like we could recreate it, but like have you elbow me in the face this time, to kind of like a joke type thing. And he's like, yeah, of course, that'd be funny. So like we go to do it, and Kian's like, dude, you should totally grab JC's finger which was still down the crotch of his pants. He's like, dude, grab JC's finger for a pose. I was like, okay. Like, I didn't process it, and then he took the photo, and the guy's like, okay, you're done. And I was like going to grab JC's finger, and I'm really mad that I didn't do it in time, and it really makes me upset. But yeah. And then I like hugged JC, and I went to go hug Kian again, but the guy was like rushing me out. I was like, thank you guys for everything you do, I love you so much. And then Kian like grabbed my hand if I was walking away, like we were kind of like that, and he was like grabbing my hand and like did that type thing, and it was like, no, thank you for everything you do, I love you so much. And I was dying. And then like we walked out of the meet and greet, and I went to go see my friend. It was her first time meeting them, and it was so cute. She was so happy, and I was so happy for her. And then we got our books and lanyards and things. The book is really good. Alright, people keep coming to my door and interrupting me. But and yeah, so then after the meet and greet, me and my friend, I'm like a huge fan of Vitaly and his photography. Like I'm really into photography, and he's like such a good photographer. So we really wanted to try and meet them too. So after the meet and greet, we like we sat down in the hotel and like charged our phones a little bit and like looked at our photos, and then we got up and went back to the bus, like hopefully to see Vitaly and Harrison. So like I asked some people, I was like, hey, I have a question, have you seen Vitaly anywhere? And they're like, yeah, him and Harrison went skateboarding that way. And we're like, oh, okay. So we went to her car and just kind of walked around and hoped to like see them. We didn't, and then we just went back to the bus, and like Dom was on the bus. We're like, okay, we'll just hopefully try to meet Dom. And then we were waiting this whole time, and then like Dom finally comes off the bus. It's like he took pictures with like two people, hugged a girl, and was like, okay, I gotta go, I'll be right back out. And then he went like, so say like this is the bus, he came out on this side and then like went around the front, was walking this side, and I was on this side, we're walking back, and then someone was like, wait, what just happened? I was like, Dom came out and he said he was gonna come back, but he's a total fucking liar. And like I was just like kind of not like being rude, but like just saying like, oh, he's lying, blah blah blah. And then in between the bus and the trailer, I like turned and Dom like looked at me. I was like, sup, Dom? He like totally heard me talking about him. But then after that, and then I was like, hi, Dom, and my friend was like, bye, Dom, and he just like kind of waved at us and just continued to walk, and it was really funny. Like Dom is so nice. But we just kind of waited by the bus. Like I really wanted to meet Vitaly, I really did. And then we're like waiting, and all of a sudden we hear like girls screaming, and I look over and like Kian walks like right past us to go on the bus. On the bus, and then like 2 minutes later, JC walks by us to go on the bus.
Hannah? Hello, Hannah. Hannah, girl.
Bus. And I was like, what? And then we were waiting for them to come back off the bus, and then someone runs over to the other side of the bus. I'm like, oh, it's just Kian and JC. And then the girl's like, no, it's Vitaly. Here's your chance. And it was like a random mom. I was talking to her earlier, and she knows how much I wanted to meet Vitaly. So like, me and my friend ran to Vitaly. We didn't run. We walked. We don't run. Let's be real. We went over to Vitaly and Harrison, and then a girl was taking a picture with them, and then I went up to Vitaly.
I just met Vitaly, and she just met Harrison, and we're literally dying. And Key and JC are on the bus, and they're gonna walk by, and I'm literally picking out. And I just told Vitaly that he was my favorite photographer, and I don't even care. And like literally, look at the angle. I know it's a horror.
And then I went over to Harrison, and I gave him like an awkward like side hug, because they were like trying to leave. They were like really late, and so I gave him a side hug. He smelled so good. But yeah, I didn't get a picture with either of them. Like, I'm not sad about, because I don't need a picture for proof. I got to talk to Vitaly for like 30 seconds, and like I hugged Harrison, and he smells really good. Like, Harrison smells so good. Oh my god. And yeah, and then they went back, and then a couple minutes later, Kian gets off the bus to go inside the venue, and I was like, because I always like to tell people like, keep smiling, like don't forget to smile, blah 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 blah. Just like kind of like giving off positive. I don't know. I'm weird. And so like I screamed to Kian. I was like,
never stop smiling.
What?
Never stop smiling. Rude.
But yeah, and then after that we just waited, and then JC got off the bus. He was taking pictures with a lot of people. I didn't get one. I was letting people who like hadn't met them yet like go. But like, yeah, so he got pictures with a lot of people, and then I was like, JC, like, don't forget, like, don't stop smiling and be happy. I don't know, I forget what I said, but I said something along the same lines as Kian. He's
JC, please stay happy.
I will try.
Okay. Oh yeah.
These boys, like, we actually went in the venue super late. We got in there while Dom was DJing, and then I went to go buy a shirt at the merch stand, and I asked for like a medium. She's like, oh, we don't have any mediums, and I was like, okay, I'll take a large. Like, he was like, okay, here it is, and she's like, yeah, where's Kian's from? We have like so many smalls left. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And then like I paid, and I just threw it in my bag because Dom was DJing, and I wanted to go see him, and I was like in a rush, and she ended up giving me an extra small. Like, what the hell? And I like can't even wear it. Like, it won't even fit one of my boobs in. I literally have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. It's $30 of a like waist, and I'm really mad about it because I just wanted to. I wanted like the shirt. It was like the LOL You're Not Kian Lolly one, and I'm like really upset about it. But
Hi. Okay, so I just realized I didn't talk about the show. So then here's some clips from the show.
Just saying it wouldn't be a bad thing. Not a bad thing, baby. I see you up there. For promise and bears, alright? Thank you guys so much.
after that we went to the tour bus. I was having like a panic attack, so like I went back to the car, but our friends stayed. I was like trying to meet them on the tour bus, but they were getting like mobbed, and like it didn't seem fun. So like, and yeah, and then we drove home 2.5 hours.
Canada is not a
Like,
state.
who the fuck would want an Ohio souvenir?
Me. I would. Welcome to Ohio. Now we have cornfields. And if you're really lucky, you'll see some fucking cornfields.
That whole day was amazing, and the show was like really good, and I don't know, it makes me really happy. Best day of my life, honestly. I love them so much. But yeah, okay, bye.
This bitch goes,